Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. If you're just joining us, the women, Texas Lutheran women, pulled off a win. They moved to 3-0 in conference in the last matchup. This time, it's the men's time. St. Thomas visiting us in from Houston, Texas. Receiving votes is the Celts in the nation. So receiving votes to be top 25. That's why you might see that hashtag RV when you clicked on the live stream today. But we thank you guys for joining us once again. As we get underway here, we'll go ahead and take a look at the lineups first for the Celts. Number 0, Nathan Congolo, a freshman guard out of Houston, Texas. Number 3, Andrew Adebo, a senior forward out of Katy, Texas. Number 10, Angel Johnson, a junior guard out of Houston, Texas. Number 25, Charles Gitonga, a sophomore forward out of Cypress, Texas. And number 34, Ricky Altamirano, a senior forward. I hope I said that right. A senior forward out of Los Fresnos, Texas. And the Celts head coach, Anthony Medina, in his 7th season, assisted by Nathan Gavido, Damian King, and Gabe Sitton. On the other side, let's go ahead and take a look at the Bulldogs lineup. A little bit of different changes today. First, number 3, somebody who has started every game this season, is Mason Wallace, a junior guard out of San Antonio. Number 4, Chris Jarrett, sophomore guard out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Number 5, Xavier Phillips, senior guard out of Austin, Texas. Number 15, Samaj Edwards, senior guard out of Lanham, Maryland. And number 32, Teddy Tapkin, sophomore forward out of Austin, Texas. Bulldogs coached by Coach Austin Falke in his 3rd season as the head coach, and then assisted by Bryson Johnson, former Ozarks player, a new SCAC opponent, and Steve Porter, class of 77, TLU legend, all-time leader in rebounding, 2 in scoring, and the student assistant Ben Cullum, who is up here to my right on the stats for TLU. We're getting ready for tip-off here in Seguin. Boy, another conference matchup for the men today. The Celts coming in 10-1 on the season. They're 2-0 in conference after winning their first 2 conference games against Colorado. And boy, were they some big wins. They beat Colorado the first time, 85-67. Second one closer, just 3-point game, 73-70. And that one was out in Colorado. The first one they won pretty good was here in Houston, Texas. Again, the Celts 10-1 on the season. Their only loss coming to UMHB, who the Bulldogs also lost to this season. Phillips in the corner, way off the mark. Adebo gets the rebound. And on the other side, TLU 1-1 in conference. They played Southwestern. Oh, quick 3 from the forward. Charles Gitonga, the sophomore, 6'8", knocking down a deep 3 to get this thing going for the Celts. But again, the Bulldogs 3-8 overall. They played a tough schedule themselves. They do share an opponent that the Celts also faced off. That was UMHB and Hardin-Simmons. The Celts beat Hardin-Simmons. TLU lost that one, but it was pretty close. Nice pass from Jarrett to Tapkin. And we talked about a different lineup here today for the men. Chris Jarrett has not played or has not started so far here in 2025. A little bit of a mix-up. The normal point guards, Trey Blackmore, who's missed the last 2 games, he has started at point for TLU alongside Isaac Orozco, 4th-year senior. Andrew Adebo getting them going once again, 5-2, St. Thomas. St. Thomas making it look easy right now on the offensive side. Chris Jarrett nearly loses out of bounds. It gets poked away, and now it's on the floor. The Celts going to get it. And again, going up in and out is Katonga. But luckily it's in and out. TLU still able to jump back in, maybe to tie this thing up or bring it within 1. Here's Wallace, guarded closely. Wallace, number 2 in scoring for TLU. 3-pointer off the mark from Edwards. Altamirano is a big-time shooter for the Celts. You don't want to leave him open. Here's Adebo, leading scorer for UST. Again from Gatonga. Gatonga with a quick 5 points. 7-2 now. Actually, Jared has not started in this season. I'm going to double check to see if it's his first start in his career. I believe it is. 9 on the shot clock. Phillips turns it over. Johnson up to Gatonga and poked away by Edwards. Good hands, and it's off the leg of Gatonga. Good job by Samajic and the turnover. Oh, Jared did start his freshman year against Sol Ross, so his second career start tonight. 7-2. St. Thomas coming back with the press just as their women did. Worked out pretty well early on for the women. Let's see if TLU men can handle it. Here's Johnson. Pressure coming by Congolo. Now Tapkin down low against Johnson. Kicks it out. Edwards mid-range jumper. Good. Maj Edwards, after the missed three, gets a mid-range jumper to fall. Now it's 7-4. Contonga kicked out to Johnson. Here's Congolo. They're moving the ball inside. Adebo once again against Phillips. 5 on the shot clock. And Debo makes that one look easy. St. Thomas up 9-4. 9 easy buckets here early. Adebo, number 4 in the conference in field goal percentage, so we'll probably see him a lot down low making some baskets similar to the one he just made. Wallace called for the charge. Good job by Congolo to draw it there underneath. Shot clock was winding down. 9-4, St. Thomas leads. We got our first media time out of the game. We'll be back in just a moment here on TLU Plus and YouTube.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they were definitely helpful in deciding like what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
Scoring pretty spread out for this St. Thomas team. Adebo averaging 13.5 points a game. Angel Johnson right behind him with 12. And then Nicholas Buffalo, who hasn't played a lot here recently, he's averaging 10.6 points a game. Marion Williams at 10. And then Gatonga and Alta Marino right at 7. And the list goes down about a point difference as you go down the points per game on this lineup. TLU in a similar situation, scoring pretty spread out. Trey Blackmore still the leading scorer for Texas Lutheran, even though missing the last 2 games. We got a travel on the Celts. Bulldogs trail by 5. Yeah, you look at Bulldogs scoring. Wallace and Blackmore up top. And Tapkin and Wallace both averaging 11.3 a game. Trey Blackmore 13, looking for the lob. Tip by Wallace. Going the other way is the Bulldogs. Phillips right to the lane. Oh, what a putback finish from Edwards. Sorry about the camera angle. That's on us. 9-6. Now here in Seguin. Another bucket by Adebo. My goodness. Tapped in short corner. Oh, Edwards again. Three-point lead for the Celts after the bucket from Edwards. Edwards now with 6 points for TLU, 6 of 8 coming from Samaj Edwards. 2 players on the Celts with buckets so far, and that's one of them right there. Gatonga now with 7, and then Adebo with the rest. He's got 6. 13-8. St. Thomas scoring on almost every possession, it seems like. See if TLU can answer. Both teams shooting pretty well so far from the field. 10 on the shot clock. Phillips kicked up. Edwards getting it inside, loses it. It's going to go back to the Celts. A lot of substitutions coming in now. 3 for TLU, Carter Lewis, Kevin Horace, and that usual starting point guard, Isaac Orozco. And then on the other side, for the Celts, looks like Marion Williams and Reese Allen going to check in. Johnson with some space, but picked up his dribble. That defense by TLU in this zone. They've brought out this zone a couple. Altamirano just a little too hard off the floor. But TLU has moved into this zone here recently. It's worked out pretty well. Again, their record doesn't show how much potential this team has, or how good of a team they are at least, but Texas Lutheran can give just about anybody a game. We've seen it in all their losses so far this season. Here's Kevin Juarez against Adebo, turns around, and jump ball called. Tough call. Didn't see anybody wrap it up. We'll take a look at it before possession's back in play. Well, maybe not. They've already counted down. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. Orozco down low, get it into Lewis. Bulldogs down 5. 5 on the shot clock. Wallace driving in, kisses it off the glass, and puts it in. Tough finish from Wallace, now a 3-point game. Get it in. Adebo kicked out. 3-pointer. Off the mark. Tapkin fighting for it. Orozco ends up with it. Gets it ahead to Lewis. What a pass from Orozco. Lewis turns around. Wallace wide open 3 off the front of the rim. Johnson on the other end. Oh, what a step, but loses it. Great move by Johnson, but couldn't hold on to it. And that'll allow TLU to either tie this thing up or bring it within 1. Texas Lutheran looking pretty good so far against a 10-1 team. St. Thomas doing what they do. And TLU playing well on the offensive side. Lewis drawing a foul, so he'll head to the line off of the tough shot. That was the first foul of the game, actually. And immediate timeout going to be called. We'll be back in just a moment here on TLU Plus. Actually, let's take a look at that replay again, because that was far from a jump ball. We'll even slow it down. Why not? Instead of going to commercial, you'll see the same commercials tonight. They called this a jump ball. Let's take another look. Kevin Juarez, turn around. 3. It's on the ground bouncing, but hey, it went back to the Celts, I believe. 3-point game, 11:37. Good game being played by both teams so far, maintaining possession. However, too many turnovers as well. 3 turnovers by St. Thomas so far, 4 for Texas Lutheran. Both teams shooting pretty decent from the field. Texas Lutheran has missed 3 from outside, but they're 5 for 10 from everywhere else. St. Thomas 6 for 12 from the field, 1 3-pointer. A 3-point ball game. Only 2 players have scored so far tonight for the Celts. For the Bulldogs, Wallace and Tappan finally get it going with Edwards. Here's Lewis. Off the front of the rim. Carter Lewis, not a great free throw shooter. He's 55% from the line so far this season. The Bulldogs as a team, 67%. They'll knock down 1, bring it within 2. And here comes some pressure from Texas Lutheran. Angel Johnson guarded by Orozco. He'll get it inside, dump it off, and a dunk from Buffalo, Nicholas Buffalo, who we talked about earlier. He's number 3 in scoring for St. Thomas, but has not played in quite a while. Buffalo had 17 points in the first 2 games this season. Here's Johnson, air ball from up top. And Buffalo hasn't played in 6 games. The last game he played was against ETBU back on December 7th, and he only played 17 minutes. Played against UMHB, missed 2 games prior to that, but played the first 3 games of the season. Oh my, good shot from Gavin Davis in the corner, a freshman. St. Thomas all of a sudden up by 7 now, 18-11. Roscoe up top, over to Lewis. Lewis with some space, picked up. Johnson over to Roscoe in the corner. That one off the back of the rim, rebounded by Buffalo. Here come the Celts. 3-on-3 break. They'll kick it out to Johnson. Now Buffalo. Back to Williams for 3 off the side of the rim. Texas Lutheran having some trouble getting good looks right now. St. Thomas just missing shots. Here's Juarez, tough finish from Kevin Juarez. Exactly what TLU needed with St. Thomas's little run. We're halfway through the first half here. Here's Williams, kicks it out, no, stolen away. Roscoe ends up with it, gets it up to Johnson. Johnson with some space, going up and blocked out of bounds by Johnson. Johnson was straight up on that one. But boy, he got some elevation. It was a good defensive effort from Johnson. We got a timeout by Coach Austin Falke. On the floor, the Celts lead by 5. We're going to take a look at that block from Johnson, because boy, he elevated. Look at the elevation by Johnson. Well, we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. T Plus YouTube.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
Ohio State with the lead over Texas, 3:23 to go in the second quarter. Phillips inside, looking to put one up. No, a travel going to be called. Moving his feet just a little too much. Picked up that pivot foot there at the end. But Phillips just checking in after the time. Looks like St. Thomas made one change. Elazar Conley checked in. Davis going to run the point for Johnson. Johnson just subbed out before that timeout. Oh, kick on the floor now. Johnson fighting for it. They say it's off of the hands of Conley in Texas Lutheran basketball. Good hustle by Johnson to get on the floor. Here's Juarez. Back up to Orozco. Nice tough pass inside. A foul going to be drawn by Lewis. I think it's going to be on Buffalo. Yeah, it'll be on Buffalo down low. Texas Lutheran don't have it underneath. Juarez with some space. Phillips going to feed it to him. No, he's doubled quickly. St. Thomas not wanting Juarez to catch it by himself down low. Here's Johnson again, way off the mark for the second time. Johnson normally knocks down those shots, but shooters shoot. He'll find it eventually. It'll be St. Thomas basketball. Been kind of quiet these past couple of minutes, both sides of the floor. TLU in a zone once again. Here's a three-pointer, good for Gavin Davis. And Thomas extending this lead up to 8. And we talked about the scoring, how spread out it is on the St. Thomas roster. You're going to see a lot of shots taken throughout each player. Good pickup from Phillips. And a travel going to be called on Davis. Samaj Edwards, Teddy Tapkin, 2 starters checking back in for the Bulldogs. And then Ricky Mariano is going to check back in for the Celts. Here's Orozco over to Edwards inside. Can't quite finish. Battling hard for it is him and then Reese Allen. Celt's going to have it. Phillips picking it up. And stolen by Edwards. Phillips hands it off to Johnson, driving in, and 1 for Jonah Johnson. Johnson's got some elevation that I had no idea about. He rose up to get the and 1. Bring the Bulldogs within 6, a chance to make it 5. Immediate timeout, 7:50, just under 8. We'll take a quick break. Bulldogs with the momentum here on TLU Plus and YouTube.
At Texas Lutheran University, we believe a better world is possible, and it all starts with you. For more than a century, we've been preparing students just like you to follow their dreams and embrace their potential. With small class sizes to facilitate relationship building and affordable tuition, we're committed to you. Because at TLU, you're not just a student, you're part of a community. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
That was a good play there by TLU before the break. And the steal and the pass over to Johnson from Phillips. Good on-ball defense from Phillips. Samaj gets the steal, gives it back to Phillips. Phillips with the handoff to Johnson for the and 1. It's 21-15. Johnson going to head back to the line in just a bit. Chance to make it a 2 possession. 21-16. Johnson able to make it a 3-point play, 21-16. Here's 7:45 left here in the first half. Johnson up top, get it back against Orozco. Easy inside, can't quite finish but draws a foul. Johnson getting anywhere he wants right now. Angel Johnson, number 2 in scoring for the Celts, averaging Oh, wow. I didn't know Johnson was averaging. Now I'm looking at something different. I did not see that on the report. It says 21 points a game. Oh, that's in conference. That's why. Johnson averaging 12 a game, but 21 in conference. 21 against their 2 matchups against Colorado. Yeah, he had 30 in their second game 2 games ago. And then 18 versus Santa Cruz, 22 against Pacific Lutheran. Johnson's been on a tear. He's shooting well from the field, too. 22-19 after the 3 from Edwards. We got a foul on the floor. I'll be out with 2 fouls. Checking back in for him is Congolo, the freshman who started the game for the Celts. Mason Wallace checking back in for TLU. 3-point game, 6:55 left here in the first half. Phillips with it there on the far wing. He's got some space to work. Help defense comes. Kicks it out. Orozco wide open 3. Knocks it down. Orozco. Exactly what Texas Lutheran has been looking for. Their point guard to knock down some threes, and he does it tonight. 22 apiece here in Seguin. Johnson again. TLU making some noise now. You can hear the bench a little bit louder here in Memorial Gymnasium. Adebo baseline, putting one up and in. Adebo top 20 in the conference in scoring, but again, he leads St. Thomas. St. Thomas averaging 80 points a game. TLU just done a pretty good job so far. On the defensive side, here's Edwards, blocked from behind by Gatonga. Johnson on the other end, taking it all the way and finishes with the right hand. Good finger roll with the contact. Again, Johnson is averaging over 20 points a game in conference. Nearly gets us poked by Orozco. Here's Orozco up top. Now Wallace. Tapkin look. Oh, travel. Another substitution checking in for the Bulldogs. Somebody we don't normally see, a freshman, number 21, Jediah Chavarine Rivens. We saw him a few games ago. Rivens showing some good things in the game against Laterno, the only game he's played so far this season. Played a total of 10 minutes, but Texas Lutheran making some noise. Thought that was a travel on Adebo, but not called. Hands it off to Congolo, gets another bucket. 6-point lead now for the Celts. Here's Tapkin, doubled, kicked over to Rivens. St. Thomas rotation looking good. Getting to the help sides. And stolen away by Johnson again. Here's Johnson on the other end, throwing it down. Johnson doing a lot right now for the Celts. He's got 5 points so far. But another steal for Angel Johnson. 8-point lead, 30-22. Back door to Wallace. Stolen. And then St. Thomas turns it back over. Bulldogs got to control the rock. 2 turnovers back-to-back. Luckily, the Celts turned it over. TLU with 8 turnovers already. St. Thomas with 8 as well. Chris Jarrett going to check back in. Give it to Tapkin. Back door from Edwards not there. Now Wallace with it. Pull-up shot. No foul called. He airballs it. Must have been some kind of contact, right? Because Wallace isn't, I don't think he's ever airballed. Good defense by the Celts on that possession. Just 4 minutes to play here in the first half. And turned over by the Celts once again. This is not like St. Thomas. They lead the conference in steals, but not turnovers. They actually lead in turnover margin and assist to turnover ratio at 1.4. They've got the fewest amount of turnovers in the entire conference with just 135. And again, they lead turnover margin +6. But boy, they got more turnovers than TLU tonight. We'll be back in just a moment here on TLU Plus and YouTube.
More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
That looks like more targeting than one though. He's down right there, his leg down, everything down. The ball comes out way after.
Everybody's watching this Texas-Ohio State game. College football playoff. Arch Manning looking at a replay of Arch Manning either targeting or he looked like he fumbled, but it might have been down. But I'd rather be here in Seguin watching this game. 30-22, St. Thomas with the lead. Edwards doubled, stolen away again by Angel Johnson. Texas Lutheran now 9 turnovers tonight. St. Thomas with 10. Here's Adebo, gonna back down Jarrett, but the help comes, kicked out. Another three-pointer wide open shot from Davis, good. That's his second one of the night. Again, if y'all want to follow along with the live stats, go to tbulldogs.com, click on the schedule, go to today's game. There's a live stats link. With halftime coming up, you guys can check it out. Dribbled off the foot of Adebo. Good defense, though, by him on Edwards. Lead up to 11. Bulldogs looking to decrease it before going into halftime. Don't want to be too far behind. It's a different kind of mindset, coming in to that second half. And you know the game's tight, at least with single digits. Here is Edwards trying to put one up, can't finish, gets his own rebound. Now back to Jarrett. Shot clock was reset, so still plenty of time. Jarrett guarded by Johnson. Johnson playing some really good defense. They're going to mess with the shot clock. They're going to take a look at how long. Yeah, they reset the shot clock when the ball hadn't even hit the rim. And it might not even been a shot clock violation. We're taking a look at it now. It might be at like 2 seconds. Because 8 seconds were wasted off of it when it was reset. Yep, they're going to call a shot clock violation, so it'll be St. Thomas basketball after the review. But now they're having some words with Coach Austin Falke and Coach Bryson Johnson. Yeah, shot clock violation. If you guys want to take a look at it as well, You can go back here on YouTube and hit the back button. We got 2:30 left to go here in the first half. And do it at halftime. 11-point lead remains for the Celts. The Bulldogs need a big stop here. Johnson up top. Oh, my, good move. Kicked out, three-pointer. Nope, stepped on. No, travel. Gatonga travels in the corner. So TLU going to have it. Down 11. .215 to go. And foul going to be called on Johnson off ball. Johnson now with 2. Honestly, Texas Lutheran probably going to look to attack Johnson. Again, he's led them in scoring these last 3 games, averaging above 20 in conference play. I'd attack him. Here's Jarrett going baseline. Help comes. Now looking for Tapkin. 10 on the shot clock. Just under 2 minutes to play. Tapkin, turn around, puts it in. Tapkin tapped on the head on the turnaround. Nothing called, but big bucket for TLU to bring it back within 9. 33-24. They need a big stop here. Kicked out, Johnson for 3, way too long. Air ball, Adebo puts it up and in. Cleans up Johnson's miss. .11-point lead. Timeout going to be called by Jarrett. He was getting trapped in the corner. Minute 21 left to go. 11-point lead. St. Thomas shooting the ball well, 65% from the field. 11 turnovers, though. Texas Lutheran the same, 43.5 from the field, but 10 turnovers on their side. Samaj Edwards leading them in scoring with 9 points. On the other side, Adebo with 10. Adebo getting a lot of cleanup buckets. It's almost like St. Thomas misses, and Adebo's there to clean it up. He finishes very well inside. You'll see him down low quite a bit. Again, he leads St. Thomas overall in scoring. Here comes the pressure. Jarrett's got to get it over. Look at the defense. Gets it to Phillips, poked from behind. But it remains Texas Lutheran basketball. A lot of time wasted off the shot clock. They got to do a better job of kicking it. Jarrett got doubled, and then there was nowhere to throw it. But you got to give credit to the defense. Look at this on ball from Congolo, the freshman. Jarrett nearly turns it over again. Here's Phillips inside, going up. Can't make it. Long rebound. Didn't hit the rim, so a shot clock violation on Texas Lutheran. They're going to take a look at it, I think. Oh, maybe not. No, I think they are. Yeah, I think they're going to take a look at it. I'm going to take a look at it then, or we'll take a look at it together. Let's see. Phillips goes up. Nope, doesn't hit anything. Good call by the refs. Just under a minute to go. I think they're going to take a look at it now. See him discussing it at midcourt. Maybe, I think one of them said, nah, I didn't hit anything. St. Thomas a minute to go with the lead. Johnson to Adebo. He'll kick it back out. Nearly turned over. Johnson back to Adebo again. Now a floater good from Gatonga. St. Thomas ended up finishing the play after nearly turning it over. Lead up to 13 now. 30 seconds to go. Another turnover on Texas Lutheran. Gatonga again on the other side. Gets hung. Trying to put down a dunk on the fast break. And so Texas Lutheran gets it back. 25 seconds, no shot clock. This could be the last play of the first half here. Jarrett guarded by Congolo. The freshman against sophomore. 2 underclassmen up top right here. 15 on the game clock. Jarrett driving in, trying to get a bounce pass over to Tapkin. It's off the hands of Congolo and out of bounds. So honestly, a better look for TLU here, as the pressure from St. Thomas's Congolo has been a lot for Jarrett and the Texas Lutheran offense. Good look for them to take it out underneath. Jarrett will grab it. Johnson, a little bit of space there in the corner. They're not going to get it to him. Just under 10 seconds to go. Looks like Phillips is going to have it. Trap comes. Nobody open. They'll get it in. Tapkin looking for Lewis. Time will expire. Yep, they're going to conclude the first half. St. Thomas keeps the lead by 13. It's 37-24 as we head into halftime. We'll be back in just a moment on TLU Plus and YouTube.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that our preceptor asks us to do, we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
Welcome everyone to Texas Lutheran University, also known as TLU. TLU is known for its close-knit community, dedication to service learning, and commitment to helping students match their talents and passions with the world's greatest needs. This small, private, faith-based university is tucked away in a quiet, rural town between 2 of the top 5 largest cities in the state of Texas, Austin and San Antonio. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, we're going to show you around this welcoming and beautiful campus through the stories and experiences of its students. You're going to hear about why they chose TLU, what they love about their experience, and how most students are involved in multiple on and off-campus activities, clubs, sports, and the arts. TLU's incredible students will show you what it means to learn boldly and live to inspire. So let's get started and show you around this absolutely beautiful campus. Welcome to Texas Lutheran University. This is the College Tour.
Do more than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly. Live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they're definitely helpful in deciding like what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. Like I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from like first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own like space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
At Texas Lutheran University, we believe a better world is possible, and it all starts with you. For more than a century, we've been preparing students just like you to follow their dreams and embrace their potential. With small class sizes to facilitate relationship building and affordable tuition, we're committed to you. Because at TLU, you're not just a student, you're part of a community. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
Yes, sir. DJ Lewis, you watching TLU Plus, and we got it. Let's get it.
You're watching TLU Plus.
37-24 here in Seguin. St. Thomas leads Texas Lutheran at the half. Second half about to be underway in about 20 seconds. Hope you guys are back from your bathroom breaks. We got a good one here tonight. Texas Lutheran only 24 points in the first half. Struggled controlling the ball. Didn't struggle so much shooting-wise. They shot 43% from the field, 2 for 8 from 3, which isn't good, but still their 13 turnovers kind of hurt them there in the first half. St. Thomas had 11 turnovers themselves, but they shot the ball extremely well. Adebo had 10, Gatonga with 11, and Johnson with 5. On the other side, Edwards had 9 points, Wallace with 2, Tapkin with 4. That's all the starting lineup scoring. Just 3 on each team. 2 players scoreless in the starting lineup on both sides. Texas Lutheran back out with the zone. Here goes Congolo again versus Jarrett. They'll kick it out. Adebo pulls his first 3. Can't knock it down. Good box out by Edwards. Surprising over the back foul not called against Gatonga. But so St. Thomas gets the tip. Let's say it's out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Johnson going to throw it in up top. And Tapkin pushing up a lot. Gatonga looking to go by him. Good defense by Tapkin. Here's Adebo now against Edwards. Out to Johnson. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson, nice hop step. Rebounded by TLU. Here goes Jarrett. Jarrett with some space. Gets it. Kick out. And Congolo plays some good on-ball defense. Phillips, turnaround shot in the confusion. Knocks it down. Now 37-26. 11-point game. 9 minutes to go here. 19 minutes to go here in the second half. Adebo. Phillips trying to double him because he's been pretty unstoppable down low, but don't leave him open. Altamirano can't finish. And a foul is called. Wallace, going to be on Wallace. Wallace and Altamirano, Wallace and Gatonga going up for the ball, but a foul called against Wallace. It goes back to St. Thomas. They'll have it underneath as Johnson. Oh, nearly turned over. A foul called against Jarrett. Here's Gatonga out to Johnson. They're looking for a Debo. Johnson dump off. Easy money from Congolo on the back door. Cut. Congolo, just a freshman, playing some big-time minutes for the Celts, who are currently 10-1, 2-0 in SCAC play. The lead back up to 13 for the Celts. Just a minute and a half in here. The second half, no foul call. A lot of contact there down low. Johnson bounce over to Debo. We got a foul on the floor against TLU. It's going to be on Jarrett, looks like. St. Thomas once again underneath. Jarrett with 2 fouls so far. Not a lot of fouls in that first half. We talked about that. It was like 1 foul. Charge called against Johnson, drawn by Jarrett. Jarrett finally got his get back. So it'll go the other way, exactly what TLU needed. 13 points down. They need a bucket here. Jarrett against Johnson. Looking inside, nothing there. Now Phillips over to Edwards against Congolo. Back out, 10 on the shot clock. Look at the defense from Johnson. Phillips working, and a foul called again on Johnson. I believe that's 4 fouls. We talked about it at the end of the first half. Johnson had 2. Texas Lutheran looking to attack him. Weren't looking to attack him, but we surprised weren't. But Johnson ends up with 4. He's got to come out soon. Coach still not sending anyone to the scores table. Johnson with 4, leading scorer for St. Thomas. Phillips, turnaround shot, no foul called again, but he gets it to go. Now TLU with some momentum, down 11. St. Thomas is starting point guard and leading scorer with 4 fouls. There's a Debo up top against Jarrett. We'll look inside. Here's Gatonga versus Tapkin. Kicked out, poked away. Jarrett gets the steal. Jarrett on the other end, going to kick it out. Couldn't handle the rock. Now Tapkin on the short corner. A little bit of a mismatch. Johnson trying to get the charge. Tapkin going up strong. Texas Lutheran within 9 and a lot of momentum. Altamirano can't leave him open. TLU back in that zone. Looks like a 1-3-1. It turns into like a 2-1-2 when the ball's on the wing. Johnson kicked out. Congolo wide open 3 short. Altamirano ends up with it. Steal by Tapkin again. Here comes Wallace. Not going to slow things down. Wallace going all the way. Can't draw the foul. Tipped from behind by Edwards. So it'll go back to St. Thomas. But boy, surprised Wallace took it all the way that time with 3 defenders down there. But you got to take it when you can get it. Texas Lutheran only trails by 9 now. Again, Johnson going to sub out for Gavin Davis. And another steal by Texas Lutheran. Here comes Phillips versus Davis. Draws a foul. Phillips heading to the line. TLU, something they do when they are winning and when they are playing well, they get to the line. They get it inside, draw fouls, and get to the line. That's what they're doing right now, and it's worked for them so far this season. They haven't been the best three-point shooting team. But when they're getting to the free throw line, they look well. Here's Phillips knocking down a free throw. Yeah, Texas Lutheran second to last in three-point field goals made in the conference. Trying to find three-point percentage in the conference. Yep, there it is. They're second to last in three-point field goal percentage as well, 25%. Southwestern just behind them. Here's Edwards with another steal. Texas Lutheran down 7, a chance to make it 5 is Phillips, and he does. Texas Lutheran all of a sudden back in this one, 39-34. And we're just under 5 minutes in here to the second half. It's been a Texas Lutheran second half so far. Angel Johnson on the bench with 4 fouls for St. Thomas. We probably won't see him for a while. This 5 for Texas Lutheran. This is their starting 5, looking extremely well so far. We haven't seen this lineup yet this season. Again, Chris Jarrett has not started a game since the beginning of his freshman year. This is his first start this year. We got a media timeout. Texas Lutheran finally making some noise. 5-point game. We'll take a break and be back here in just a moment on TLU Plus and YouTube.
At Texas Lutheran University, we believe a better world is possible, and it all starts with you. For more than a century, we've been preparing students just like you to follow their dreams and embrace their potential. With small class sizes to facilitate relationship building and affordable tuition, we're committed to you. Because at TLU, you're not just a student, you're part of a community. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu. More than dream of a better world. Make it happen with a TLU degree. Texas Lutheran University provides one-on-one opportunities for students to build their college resumes. As freshmen and sophomores, our students are already performing research with a professor, presenting at conferences, and building their portfolios to apply for graduate schools and professional health programs. The world needs you. Answer your calling. TLU. Learn boldly, live to inspire. Learn more at tlu.edu.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that like our preceptor asks us to do, like we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
St. Thomas ahead by 4, 47-43. But boy, St. Thomas 10-1. Texas Lutheran holding them pretty tight. 4-point game, 11:32 to go. Again, St. Thomas averaging 80 points per game. And they only have 47 with 11 minutes to play. Texas Lutheran doing a good job on the defensive side. St. Thomas with 16 turnovers. They have more than Texas Lutheran tonight. Kevin Horace checked in after the break. TLU back in the zone. Johnson up top. Now Reese Allen throws that one up high. Omar Gale checked in at the break. In the corner three, good for Marion Williams. Kelts needed that three. 7-point lead now, 50-43. Oh, no foul called. Falke and Lewis wanting one bad. But nice cut back door and good idea from Juarez. Just a little too far ahead of Lewis. Oh yeah, Coach Falke not happy. Omar Gale up top for the Kelts. Again, the zone back for the Bulldogs. Here's Buffalo, kicked out. 3-ball off the mark from Williams. Nice rebound by Gatonga. Oh, that one almost put back up ahead to Johnson. Can he save it? He does, but it's back to the Kelts. Here's Buffalo. 5-on-4 right now. Johnson coming to recover. Gatonga going up and one for Charles Gatonga. And man, the Kelts just a lot right now for TLU. They can't get anything to go their way. As the Kelts look to make it a 10-point lead, double digits here. Wallace Phillips checking back in. Gatonga at the line. He leads all scorers with 13. He was able to knock down the free throw, 10-point lead. Plenty of time to play. Here's Blackmore. Creates some space, goes up and finishes. Blackmore with the tough take against Gatonga. Lead back to 8. Don't leave him open. Here's Williams again. Can't knock it down, but just knocked down 2 triples. Not somebody you want to leave open for the Kelts. Over 40% from three-point range. Here comes Williams. No charge. Blocking foul called. Might have been inside the arc. So Williams will head to the line. Marion Williams, 6 points. Blackmore and Edwards, or I'm sorry, Tapkin and Edwards going to check in. So starting lineup in the game right now for TLU besides Blackmore and The Celts' Angel Johnson has been out for a while. He's got 4 fouls. He's had 4 fouls for a while now, so we haven't seen much of him here in the second half, which has helped the Bulldogs a little bit. Lead at 10, 55-45. Tapkin, moving the ball a little bit more tonight than usual. He's looking more like a guard, being aggressive down low. Foul going to be called on Williams.
Foul number 2, Daniel Williams. His first personal foul.
Yeah, Tapkin playing pretty aggressive tonight, which is good for TLU. They've struggled down low, just due to size. We were talking about the size difference between St. Thomas and TLU earlier on. Here's Edwards going up, can't finish. Rebounded toughly by Gatonga. Here come the Celts, 3-on-2 break. Stolen away by Phillips. Now the Bulldogs' chance to dip off. Tapkin, finish. 8-point lead now for TLU. Or 8-point lead now for the Celts. Texas Lutheran back in a man. Blackmore up top against Gale. Gale driving left, kicked out. Gatonga, 3-pointer off the mark. Loose ball, tipped out of bounds, and Texas Lutheran gets it. Their chance to reduce the lead even more now. It's down to an 8-point lead right now. It's been stuck between 8, 10, and 12 for like the last 10 minutes, seems like. And actually a little bit less than that, because Texas Lutheran was within 2 not too long ago. Tapkin over to Wallace. Wallace kicked out. Phillips wide open 3 and good. Xavier Phillips with another triple tonight. He's got 14. 5-point game all of a sudden. Texas Lutheran, the momentum in their hands. Oh yeah, a little bit of contact there on the drive. No shot on the floor against Blackmore. 7:57, we're under 8 minutes, so we're going to head to a media timeout. St. Thomas with just a 5-point lead. I think Angel Johnson might check back in. Adebo was on the floor too on that run by Texas Lutheran. They're 2 leading scorers, 2 captains for the Celts. TLU, see what Coach Falke draws up at the break. Got things going for him right now. 7:57, plenty of time to go here in Seguin. We'll be back in just a moment.
I chose TLU because I like the one-on-one that I get with my professors.
Being able to talk to all the professors one-on-one, they were definitely helpful in deciding like what I can do with my degree and then how to get into those different fields.
I liked the tour of the campus. I liked seeing how everything was really close together. Our classes now from first year and second year are all in the lab, so we have our own space that we can go to for studying.
Well, I chose TLU because I had met some people who were in the program and they told me some good things about it. It's a smaller school, so I feel like I was going to get more of that one-on-one type of learning.
I get to, be more hands-on with patients and more engaged with my preceptors and my professors and my classmates as well.
Marion Williams at the line to shoot for the Celts. They're in a bonus. Williams, 8 points tonight. Make it 9 and the free throw. Get another chance. St. Thomas will play Southwestern this Sunday. TLU going to face off against Colorado. But St. Thomas looking to remain undefeated after tonight. TLU looking to move to 2-1 against one of the tougher opponents in the SEAC. To be a huge win for Texas Lutheran. Oh, nearly stolen by the Celts. Here's Blackmore. TLU down 7. Tapkin. Kicked out, Wallace, baseline, pull-up shot, way short. So Edwards gets a poke, but Noah Debo ends up with it. He's on the break now against Phillips, looking to back him down, turn around. No, it's kicked out. A little bit of space, not going to take it as Williams. Oh, my. Travel called. Good defense from Phillips. I thought a foul was going to be called, but I think Williams thought so too, but it wasn't. A traveling violation. Here's Blackmore, who's played a lot this second half, done some great things for this Bulldog team. This lineup has looked really well every time this lineup's in. I mean, TLU's win on runs. Ball's off the leg of Allen down low. Texas Lutheran going to have it on the inbound. Here comes Juarez. He'll check in for Tapkin. Tapkin, man, I wasn't lying. He's playing hard tonight. He's been coming out with a lot of being out of breath a lot. Edwards pull-up shot fouled. I believe that one's going to be on Gale, the freshman. So now TLU in a bonus. Edwards going to head to the line, down 7. Or actually, it was a shooting foul. I'm sorry, but they are in a bonus now. So anything on the floor, they'll get in one-on-one. 57-51. Edwards able to knock down the first and the second as well. 5-point game. (57-52). Gale going by Phillips, kicked out. Now Adebo up top. A lot of space down low. Need some help defense here. You don't want to leave Katonga in this corner. There's Phillips. Can he help? Foul on the floor. So Adebo going to head to the line. Foul was on Phillips. Adebo, money might be made from the free throw line tonight. Both teams in a bonus here pretty early. Still 7 minutes to go. A lot of takes, drives inside. Debo off the mark on the first. St. Thomas now 70% from the line. TLU 9 for 11. Both teams doing pretty well from free throw line, but Adebo misses both. Might want to foul him all night if he's going to miss free throws. St. Thomas down 5, 57-52. St. Thomas leads by 5, 57-52. Nice pass inside. And a holding foul call on Gatonga. Like he was holding Juarez by the arm on the inbound. But a good foul because it'll be an easy bucket for Juarez. Good look from Trey Blackmore. Kevin Juarez, 2 points tonight, 1 rebound. And off the mark. So it goes back to the Celts. That was a 1-and-1. Bulldog or Celts might need to foul Juarez. Debo kick it out. Angel Johnson back into the game. Guarded by Phillips. Was that offensive foul or a foul on Phillips? That was a late call. Or whether either way it went. That's going to be on Phillips. So now Johnson heading to the line for St. Thomas. Johnson will knock down the first, 58-52. And a second as well. 7-point lead. Phillips driving in and a jump ball called. Oh man, Falke going to be called for a tech. He gets on the floor yelling. Referees discussing. maybe whether it was a foul or a jump ball, or the next steps after the technical on Austin Falke. Let's see if we can hear what's going on down there. So free throw shots here for the Celts. Up 7. First one good from Williams. I mean, you guys can watch it back if you'd like. Again, YouTube, rewind it all you want. We can take a look at it as well really quick before we resume play. And Phillips driving in. Oh, yeah. I mean, he did grab his arm. Man. But TLU basketball, they're down 9. They need a huge bucket here. Here's Blackmore. Get it back up top to Wallace. Only 7 on the shot clock. They've got to score or shoot. Dice dump off to Juarez from Phillips. Lead back to 7. 61-54. 5:35 left here in the game. Angel Johnson is back into the game for Celts. Checked in about a couple possessions ago. He'll drive in. Can't get it to fall. Gatonga. Tough rebound. Still can't get it. Edwards trying to take it away. Stepped out of bounds as Adebo, so now the Bulldogs get it back. Phillips and Edwards battling down low with Gatonga and Adebo. Both teams in a bonus. A 7-point game. 5 minutes to go. Phillips on the other side. He'll go drive in again. Fouled on the floor and 1 for Xavier Phillips. My God, Phillips doing a lot right now for TLU. They've missed him this season. Phillips was out due to injury. He just returned back to the floor 3 games ago. Phillips led the team in scoring last year. 5th-year senior. Actually wasn't sure if he was going to return this year. But boy, what a night Phillips is having. And just his 4th game back. And off the mark, they're going to call a violation on him as he left the line early. Oh no, a foul on Juarez. So now we're going to the other end to shoot free throws. Lead down to 5. But talk about Phillips. He just came back December 19th, so not even a month ago. He played in that first game against Whitworth. 13 minutes only to play, 1 point. And then he scored 9 points versus Southwest. He started that one, played a total of 25 minutes, and then played in the second game against Southwestern, scored 18 points. And that was just his 3rd game back. Today is his 4th, and tonight Phillips has 16 points, 6 for 10, 2 for 3 from 3. Both free throws made. Here's Phillips again, heat check off the mark, rebounded by Johnson, a tough rebound made. And it's a 7-point game. Johnson left all alone up top. Yeah, Edwards just left him there a little bit. 5 minutes to go here in the game. Johnson driving in. Foul called. So they'll head to the line once again. Foul going to be caught on Edwards. Just Edwards' second, so you would think with all the fouling that some guys would be in trouble on TLU side, but I think it's pretty spread out. See if we can check the foul list. Johnson knocking down another free throw after making his last 2. Extend this lead to 9 if he knocks down this one. But TLU's got to stop fouling. They've got some good looks, good stops. Johnson is going to knock down shots from the line. He's made the last 4. 80% free throw shooter. Timeout by Coach Austin Falke. Texas Lutheran down 9. These next 2 minutes are critical for TLU and getting back in this game. but this next minute, probably the most important minute of the game. Whoever can go on a run after this timeout, TLU could either jump back in it, and it's anybody's game, or St. Thomas can increase this lead to 15-20, and then, be hard to come back. 3 minutes left, 15, 20 points. But we'll see who can go on a run, if anybody can at least, after the break. We'll be back, TLU Plus YouTube.
As an MAT student, you are an athletic trainer, and I think that's something really cool that we get to experience.
We're pretty hands-on. Anything that our preceptor asks us to do, we're able to do. Going out to practices and traveling to games.
We're doing evals, looking at them, helping them with their rehab protocols.
For me personally, I do a lot of hands-on where I'm speaking with the patients about how they feel, and so I feel like it's a lot of one-on-one interactions.
Knowing that I'm going to go into the clinic every day and I don't know who's going to walk through the door and what their problem's going to be, and that I get to be the one that tells them hey, this is what's wrong, but I can also help you, so here's a solution.
Nine-point lead for the Celts. Out of bounds on Johnson down here. So still TLU basketball. 4:32 on the clock. Again, who's going to go on the run? And Texas Lutheran do something here. Quick, back into Wallace. No foul call. Oh, there is one on Gatonga against Wallace.
Foul number 25, Charles Gatonga, his third personal foul. Heading to the line for the Bulldogs.
So, again, both teams in a double bonus now. So, Wallace now heading to the line. This game probably going to be won from the free throw line. Let's see this foul really quickly. Wallace able to knock down the first. Oh man, that's crazy. I think there was a foul before that one. No room to land. Let's find that one real quick. Yeah, this one right here. Sorry, we'll bring it back. Yeah, that one. St. Thomas looking to break the press. 7-point lead. Adebo inside against Juarez. Good defense, but a tough finish from Andrew Adebo to bring the lead back to 9. A little over 4 minutes to play. Texas Lutheran needs a huge bucket here. Blackmore looking to go inside. He'll give it up top to Edwards. Now Phillips on the other side. Phillips has been hot. He'll drive inside once again and finish. Xavier Phillips. 18 points tonight for Phillips. Oh, nearly stolen away. Adebo. Congolo inside. Blocked. No, a foul call. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one as well, because a lot of non-happy fans in here. I couldn't get a good look at it, but we'll watch it together before the media timeout. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the gym on the crowd mic, but it got kind of loud after the block or foul. Let's take a look. Dump over. Yeah, I think he might have got his hand. Good call by the referee. Oh, that's tough. It doesn't even look like he touched him. But there it is. You guys can go look at it all you want here on YouTube. 7-point lead for the Celts. They're at the line. 3:45 to go. Still a ball game. We'll be back in just a moment. Congolo at the line after the break. Able to knock down the first. (60-69). Nine-point lead. Phillips, the hot hand, fouled on the floor. He'll head back to the line. And this game is going to be back and forth at the free throw line. Both teams in a double bonus. A lot of fouling going on. Referees probably trying to keep it tight from getting out of hand. 3:30 to go. Phillips at the line to bring it back within 7. We'll knock down the first. Phillips, 1 point shy from a 20-point game. His season high already with 19, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Not able to get the first. Kevin Juarez, offensive rebound, but he's fouled on the floor by Gatonga. And now Kevin Juarez headed to the line to shoot 2, but he's got to make them. Lead down to 8, a chance to make it 6. It's been back and forth between 7 and 9 for a while. Kevin Juarez looking to make it 6 with 3:28 to go. Off the mark. Juarez, a second one, no good again. Rebounded by Adebo. Those are 2 huge free throws for TLU. 3:20 to go in the game. Bulldogs need to stop. The Celts need a huge bucket here. Johnson against Edwards. Nice footwork, can't finish, poked around. Phillips ends up with the rebound. He's pushing it up the floor and is fouled on the break. How many fouls does Gatonga have? Is that 5 now? Yep, that's 5 fouls on Gatonga, so he's going to have to come out. And again, Gatonga has been a huge presence underneath his long wingspan. Standing at 6'8", he's the tallest guy on the floor, the tallest guy on both teams. Gatonga checking out now. Nicholas Buffalo going to check in. 2 sophomores down low there for the Celts. Got some young talent on this St. Thomas team. They had quite a few underclassmen looking at the roster sheet. Phillips in and out. That's 3 straight missed free throws by TLU. He could have brought it within 5 and then 4. But the game's going to be made from the line. Both teams in a double bonus. Phillips again knocks it down. Lead down to 7. Pressure back from the Bulldogs. 7-point lead. Johnson wasting some time off the clock. Shot clock down to 10. Here comes a double. They'll give it over to Congolo. Congolo with 8 on it. Phillips is going to deny Johnson. Now Adebo, 5 seconds. 3-pointer. Good from Adebo. That was a huge bucket for St. Thomas. Bulldogs nearly with the stop, but Adebo knocks down a big jumper. Blackmore now driving in. Short. Adebo with the rebound. Up 10. It's coming down to the wire now. 2:10 left to play in a 10-point ball game. Foul on Blackmore against Johnson. And so Johnson headed back to the line. He's shot pretty well so far from the line tonight. This will extend the lead even further. He's able to knock him down, as he is the first. With just a little over 2 minutes to go. And he's able to knock down the second as well. A 12-point lead for St. Thomas. Bulldogs need to get a bucket and get it quick. Here's Phillips. Turn around. Corner three. Edwards knocks it down. That's huge. Lead back to 9. Just under 2 minutes. That gave TLU some hope, but they need a huge stop here. Here's Johnson. He's looking to waste some time. Got to apply some pressure on ball. Maybe even foul. Johnson against Phillips. Now over to Williams. Phillips appears to be hurt. Hoping he's okay. Kelt's back at the line. Johnson able to knock it down. Jonah Johnson going to check in for Phillips. .11 lead. Minute 25 to go. Blackmore's got to take one. Oh, what a pass to Juarez. Timeout by Coach Austin Falke. And lead down to 9, a minute 18 to go. Not a lot of time left. The Bulldogs need a quick turnover here. Got to deny ball, much pressure as you can. If you foul, you got to foul. Stop the clock by all means. We'll stay right here. Getting pretty late. 9:22. Ohio State, Texas still facing off. Third quarter, a minute left. 14-14. If you're a football fan. St. Thomas 2-0 in conference. TLU 1-1. This would be a huge win for Texas Lutheran. They're 3-8 on the season. Again, they played a tough schedule so far. Every team they played, seems pretty beatable, or seems beatable for them. They got beat pretty good, but they were in the game and they showed some good moments, kind of how they are tonight with St. Thomas. St. Thomas, again, 10-1 if you're just joining us, 2-0 in conference. They'll play TLU today, and then Sunday they'll go play Southwestern. And then TLU will play Colorado here at home, both women and men, at 12-2 on Sunday. If you want to come check out those and you're in the area. Hongolo will get it in. 9-point game. Bulldogs need a quick turnover. Timeout called by Andrew Adebo and the Celts with a minute 11 left. Good call. That was a close one. I'll stay right here again. Xavier Phillips out of the game. Looked like he was injured. Hopefully he's all right, but he leads all scorers with 20. Right behind him is Adebo with 19. He's 8 for 11 from the field, 8 rebounds to go along with it. He's only missed 3 shots tonight on 11 attempts. Angel Johnson with 13. 9 points of the 13 coming from the free throw line. He's only missed 1 free throw. And then Marion Williams, 12 points. He's perfect from the line and has made 2 threes. The Celts doing a great job from the line, 21 for 25. On the other side, the Bulldogs just 60%. They're 13 for 21 from the line. A couple more free throws. Just you shoot it, 6 of those. 19 for 21. That's 73-76. You got a 3-point game. St. Thomas did a good job, though, knocking down 21 to 25. This game would have been closer. Then you look at turnovers. St. Thomas with 18, TLU with 16. Both teams did a better job in the second half. Debo going to extend this lead to 10. Yeah, TLU 13 turnovers in the first half. Just 3 here in the second. Blackmore, Juarez gets a nice tip. Kevin Juarez getting another piece of hope for the Bulldogs here late. 56 seconds on the clock. A 9-point game. Bulldogs find a way to get a steal here. And another timeout by the Celts. Should be their last one. They've caught a lot of timeouts here late in the game. 69-78. We'll take a break on this one. 53 seconds to go.
Foul on number 10, Kevin Juarez. His fourth personal foul.
Yep. 78-69. Buffalo headed to the line this time for the Celts. Able to knock down the first. Another free throw, and that could pretty much do it. Here in Seguin put them up 11, 52 seconds. And TLU's going to have to knock down some threes quickly. Blackmore should pull this one up. Looks like he'll take a pull-up shot off the back of the rim. Congolo gets the rebound. Foul by TLU. That'll do it here in Seguin.
Foul on number 0, Connor Johnson. His third personal foul. Playing to the line to be called, number 0, Nate Congo.
Congolo able to knock down the first. And the second as well, so now lead up to 13. And stolen away by Williams. Wallace gets it back. Try to get it to the corner. Congolo tips it. Adebo ends up with it, and that will do it. Johnson trying to poke it.
Foul number 0, Jordan Johnson. His fourth personal foul. Headed to the line for the Celts, number 0.
Congolo headed to the line. Here's a missed free throw from the Celts. They haven't missed anything down the stretch till then. They're 27 of 32 from the line, 28 of 33. That's a lot of points from the line. Here's Blackmore again up top. He'll kick it to the corner. Wallace baseline, easy bucket. Now 12-point game, 22 seconds. That'll do it here in Seguin.
Like that about the Bulldogs and remain Colts basketball.
Time winding down, 2-1. St. Thomas comes into Seguin and hangs on against the Bulldogs. They'll move to 11-1 overall, 3-0 in conference play to start the 2024-25 season. the Bulldogs going to fall to 3-9 overall, 1-2 in conference play. But we saw some great things tonight from this TLU lineup and the changes that were made tonight. The Bulldogs looking to head into Sunday against Colorado College with some confidence after facing a 11-1 now, but 10-1 heading into today's St. Thomas team. But great game played tonight, especially from Phillips. Hopefully he's okay. Everybody else came out healthy, but Phillips led TLU in scoring with 20. Edwards had 16, and then scoring after that spread out along Johnson, Wallace, Juarez, Roscoe, Tapkin, and Lewis. But on the other side, Adebo led St. Thomas in scoring. He had 21, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Next to him was Williams and Johnson. Johnson had 13, but he only played 28 minutes tonight. Williams only played 19, and he had 12 points. He was perfect from the free throw line. How about the Celts shooting 28 for 33 from the free throw line and then 41% from three? Bulldogs picked it up in the second half because for a while they were like 2 for 10 or something. But they shot 42% from three-point range. Didn't shoot too well from the line. But turnovers killed both teams, honestly. 17 for TLU, 18 for St. Thomas. And the Bulldogs just couldn't stay in front of Johnson, honestly. He got to the line a lot, and a lot of their guards. They got 28 points from the free throw line. A lot of fouling going on both sides. But we thank you guys for joining us here live on TLU Plus and YouTube. We'll be back here Sunday in Memorial Gymnasium. Men and women will face off against Colorado College. That Colorado College women's team, number 25 in the nation. So you don't want to miss that one. And then obviously Texas Lutheran women, a great team. They're going to move in 10 straight conference wins dating back to last season, and they're going to face the number 25 team to make it 11 if they can win. But, again, thank you guys for joining us. This is Nicholas Trumbull joining you live here on TU Plus YouTube. Bryce Hayes, SID. Shout out to Ben Colum and Drew Burnett on the camera. And then both of our camera ladies down on the floor, Missy Murris, Callie Brame, and our scores table. I don't know their names, but we thank you guys as well. This is Nicholas Trumbull, TLU Plus YouTube. We'll see you Sunday.